Stay tuned for At the Movies with Crisco and Eggbert.
Welcome to another edition of At the Movies. This is my lovely assistant, Gene Eggbert, and I'm Roger Crisco. The first film we're going to look at tonight is a remake of a famous classic. So, Gene, let's take a look at this, see what we think.
Oh,
This is a well-known film called Easy Rider Part 2.
Right?
It's a motor running here on the highway. Get your motor running here on the highway.
Well, Roger, what do you think of this movie?
Well, Gene, I thought it was terrible.
Oh, how could you say that?
Well, I compared the original. I thought it was just a weak, sort of a mumbly pig version. Obviously, unrehearsed, amateur, mindless people riding bicycles.
But compared to the original, it was wonderful.
The special effects were weak. I thought the whole thing was lousy.
The main character was so persistent.
I completely disagree. No time. I think it's one of the worst films I've ever
Parents
seen.
with children, take your kids. It's thumbs up.
So Gene gives it a thumbs up, and I'll give it a thumbs down. Let's go on to our next one. This next film is an interesting art film that was uncovered recently from the European archives that had been heretofore unknown. And let's take a look at this. This is a well-known film now in the underground called Mountains. Oh, that was fabulous.
Oh, Roger, it was overwhelming.
What can you say?
I felt the sea in my hair. I felt the fog and oh, it was just so wonderful.
I completely agree. The special effects were fabulous. The direction was incredible. The color of the mountains, it was just soul wrenching.
It was.
Well, that reminds us again that it's time for our dog of the week. So let's watch this one here. This is another remake of an old classic called Dog Day Afternoon. Let's take a look. Well, Gene, to me that was a refreshing piece of film work. I think the way it represented the struggle of life, of the whole struggle of man against nature.
Oh, darling, I couldn't disagree with you more.
And why didn't you like it? I thought the special effects were good.
to me, it showed cruelty to the animal, it showed cruelty to the child, there was no resolve, there was no plot.
Oh, I disagree entirely. I thought it was clever the way they wove in the bicycler motif continually and could bring that back, and the way they pretended that the camera angles as though it was
Absolute
amateur.
garbage.
Well, I would disagree.
I wouldn't pay a nickel to see it.
Well, there you have it. So reviewing, going back over tonight's films, the first film, if you remember, the remake of the classic Easy Rider, Part 2, Gene thought was a good film, and of course, that's wrong. And the second film was the art film from Europe, Mountains, which we both agree was a masterful piece of filmmaking. Do you think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the last one, which the classic remake again, Dog Day Afternoon, and I guess we're split on that one again. So yeah, well, what are you gonna do? So anyway, thanks for being with us on this edition of At the Movies, and hopefully we'll see you at the movies.